All right. Section 2 covers questions 5 and 6. It says, perform the following compositions of transformations on the pre-image triangle ABC. Draw the pre-image and image on the grids. Here, for A, we want to do a reflection about y equals 1. And then we want to do a dilation about the origin of 2. So I'm going to start off by drawing my original figure. Now, let's just make a note of where A's location is. A is located at 2, 1. B is located at 2, 3. And C's location is 6, 3. We're going to do A together, and then I'm going to require you to do B, C, and question number 6 on your own, okay? So I'm going to start off by drawing the original picture. So we've got 2, 1. Then we've got 2, 3. And then I have 6, 3. I'm going to connect all my dots to make my triangle. Oops, sorry about that. Here we go. Here's my original picture. Now it says it wants me to reflect this across the equation y equals 1. Y equals 1 is this line right here. Kind of make a dashed line here. So we're basically going to fold across this line, and all my pictures are going to be mirror image of that. I'm going to use a pencil here because this is not my final. This point obviously is going to stay in its same location. Now, this point was 2 units up from that, so now it's going to be 2 units down from that point. From here, this one is going to be 4 units over, so 2, 4. So here is my picture of the reflection. Now I want to do a dilation about the origin by a scale factor of 2. Now, if you recall our formula from the other day or earlier in the lesson, we had the formula that says A, I'm going to write this up towards the top of here, A plus K parentheses X minus A, comma, B plus K, Y minus B. Now that's my ordered pair. Now let's take a look at where my ordered pairs are located. A is going to be 0, 0, okay? And we're doing a scale factor of 2. So we'll notice that these aren't going to be rotated. These aren't going to be dilated about any type of particular thing because all these A's are going to be 0 and all the B's are going to be 0. So that's not going to affect our numbers at all. So all we're really looking for is the fact that it's a scale factor of 2. So I have a point located at 2, 1. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. So this point is going to go from 2, 1. And if I'm doing a scale factor of 2, that means both numbers are going to be multiplied by 2. So we got 4, 2 will be that new location. Well, 4, comma 2 will be right here. Okay, let's take a look. Here we have the point 2, -1. 2, -1. Going to multiply by a scale factor of 2. So that's now going to be 4, -2. So we've got 4, -2. That's right here. Okay. This point is located at 6, -1. Scale factor of 2, so that's going to be 12, -2. 12, -2 is right here. So the first thing I did was I reflected it across the equation y equals 1, and then I dilated it by a scale factor of 2. I want you to work through B, which says do a dilation about the origin of 1/4, and then do a rotation about the origin 90 degrees. So that's going to be 90 degrees counterclockwise because it's positive. Then you've got, ooh, look at this one. This one's got a couple of steps. Dilation about the origin of 1/2. Translation to -2. And then a dilation about the origin of 4. So make sure you draw your original image, and you might want to draw little pencil markings along the way to make sure that your final marking is done correctly. And number 6 says, what can you conclude about the pre-image and image of each of the figures in item 5? So for this, I want you to do B, C, and question number 6. So I'm going to go with a 8-minute time limit here. 8 minutes to finish up question 5, and then to also work on question 6. Go ahead and pause your video now. All right. So as you can see, I've drawn the figure for BC, and I've also answered question number 6. So let's take a look. I did the reduction, and I kind of made some notes as I went through. This is where I divided by 1/4. I meant multiplied by 1/4 for the points. So I got this little tiny triangle here. And then it asked me to do the rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise. So I did that. Notice whenever I labeled this here, this was A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Because whenever I do the first transformation, that's A prime, B prime, C prime. I just didn't label it because I knew that that wasn't my final answer. Let's take a look. For the C, you'll see that I did each one of these by hand. I did 2, 1 goes to 1.5. This is where we divided by a half. Sorry, multiplied by 1/2. Then we did a translation of 2, -2. So I added 2, subtracted 2, added 2, subtracted 2, added 2, subtracted 2. And then it said, take your numbers and multiply by 4. So I took what was here and I multiplied by the coordinate of 4, the scale factor of 4. So here, this would have been prime. This would have been my double primes. And this is my triple prime. So please notice that I have 3 little markings here. On to the next question. And the next question states, what can you conclude about the pre-image and image of each of the figures in item 5? Well, by looking at them, I noticed that all of them have the same shape. However, not all of them have the same size. On to the next set of questions.